everybody, today on Provost Park Pass, I'm going to show you all the first time tips if you're going to go to Universal Studios. Everything you need to know for coming here for the very first time. And I'm going to show you what I consider to be the very best secret treat hack at all theme parks around the world, because this is like amazing. All right guys, let's go into Universal Studios. I'll show you all the tips you need to know if you're coming here for the first time. Let's do this. Now, of course, for those people who are like the Universal Studios Florida aficionados who know everything there is about the park, if there's something I forgot to mention, then put it down in the comments down below. That way, if somebody comes here for the very first time, they can have the best experience, because it is really fun. Really, really fun. You're gonna love this. So I just entered into Universal Studios Florida. Now, before we get started, there's some things you should know. There are 3 parks down here at Universal Studios Florida. You got Universal Studios Florida, which is where we're at. They also have Islands of Adventure, and they have Volcano Bay. Now, we did a whole video on Volcano Bay. You can watch that. We also did a whole video of first-time tips of Islands of Adventure. This is Universal Studios Florida that we'll be talking about today. Let's get into it and talk about all the cool things that you can do here and first-time tips that you need to know for coming to this amazing theme park. When you first come into the park, of course, you're gonna see your stores right off the side of the Universal Studios store, and then you see Despicable Me right up there. This is a fun attraction for little kids, and what makes it really fun is at the end of this attraction, guess what? They have a dance party. I know, like, it's amazing. Little dance party. Oh my gosh, guys, we're gonna do the limbo.
Doing the hop. Got it. Little shimmy. Amazing.
I like this. There we go.
Let's do it. Vin Diesel right there.
There we go.
Furious.
We're gonna limbo. We're
limboing in. Bossy and limbo.
There we go. Like I was saying, at the end of this attraction, they have a dance party. Every time you get off the attraction, you enter into a disco tech, there's a disco ball, and they play music, and the kids can dance, and it's a lot of fun. It's very, very entertaining for children and for adults. You get to go in there, and they turn you into a minion. It's a motion simulator ride attraction. Now, this attraction is very popular, and it's very crowded at the very beginning of the day when you first come here, because everybody rushes right here because it's the first attraction people see, so they just rush right here. If you want to skip and come back in the afternoon, the line's usually not quite as long. All right, continue on here. Going to the left is where you're gonna see, this is the Rip Rocket roller coaster. Now you get to ride this particular roller coaster. It has music and a lot of fun things for you to listen to while you go on, and you choose the song that you wanna hear while you're riding the ride. Then this area over here, this is gonna keep walking forward. This here is, you have the Jimmy Fallon's Race to New York. That is a motion simulator attraction. It's a good place to go, particularly if it's hot. Hot. You can go right in there and just enjoy the day and have this fun little, and it's fun for all ages. You're like racing Jimmy Fallon through New York, and you end up on the moon, and then you come back. Very, very fun. Okay, so it used to be that what people would do is they would come to Disney World for maybe 4 or 5 days, and they would hop over to Universal Studios for 1 day. They just tack on a day. That's very acceptable and still very fun to do. But I'm gonna say this, Universal Studios has really upped their game. It is a lot of fun. They have these 3 parks, Islands of Adventure, Universal Orlando, where we're at, and Volcano Bay. If you are only gonna be coming for 1 day, then what I would suggest is that you go to Islands of Adventure. That's probably the very best park they have. It is very fun. If you're gonna come for more 2 days, then I come here, and I'd also, come back and forth between Islands of Adventure and Universal Studios Orlando. Now, these parks here are they're right now by side each other, but you have to, if you wanna go to both parks in 1 day, you have to have a park hopper ticket. If you have a park hopper ticket, you can ride the Hagrid's Express. It's a train that'll take you back and forth from both parks. So it's very cool, very fun. But if you're only gonna do 1 park, then I would do Islands of Adventure. If you are gonna try to do both parks in 1 day, you can probably do all the Harry Potter stuff, but you won't be able to cover everything. There's too much to do here. It's a lot of fun. And then Volcano Bay, I didn't know much about Volcano Bay. It was one of the best vacation days we've ever had. We got a video here. You can watch all about Volcano Bay. I cannot recommend that one enough. It is absolutely amazing. All right, so let me continue on and show you some cool tips that you need to know about coming here to Universal Studios Orlando. When you walk down here, you're gonna see that there's kind of like a lake right in the middle of the park. You can walk around it like as in a circle. If you go left, that's gonna take you right to like Harry Potter. That's the very popular area. Going to the right, that's gonna take you to the Simpsons lands and the Men in Black attraction. So you go over there, you see this area here. So I'm gonna actually turn to the right and show you this. Right up behind me, we have the Transformers attraction. It is identical to the one they have in California, so if you're reading that, it's exactly the same. But we're gonna turn here and then go left. One of the things that makes this particular park a lot of fun is they have lots of shows, lots of entertainers. You can see like Marilyn Monroe, you can see the Blues Brothers, you can see like the different monsters. They have an animal show here. So here at Universal Studios Orlando, it's more lots of shows. That's really what they're focusing on. We are right here by Mel's Drive-In. This is from the movie American Graffiti. And it's one of my very favorite movies. I made Amanda watch it, and it's a fictional movie, of course. George Lucas did that movie, and because the movie is so successful, he's able to do Star Wars. But at the end of the movie, they have like this little thing where they talk about people, what happened to them as they grew up and got older. And I keep in mind, it is fictional. But one of the characters has a really sad ending, and when Amanda read that part, she's like, that's it. She started to cry, and she's like, I never want to watch that movie ever again. But I think it was absolutely still one of my very favorites. And you can see they have all the cars parked out here for you to see and check out. Look at these cars. Oh, shoot, guys. I see Megatron. Let's go check out Megatron. Here we go.
You are harmless.
What is Megatron's favorite food? Optimus Prime rib. I like it. Yay! Got Megatron to laugh. Thank you.
The party's over, humans.
Moving on. Thank you, Megatron. Have a good one. Love it. I got Megatron to laugh. I want you guys to know that I really like Tron a lot, but I like Megatron like a million times more. What? All right. So let's continue on with the tour. I'll show you some other good things. We're gonna go back to Mel's Diner. I just want to show you the cars. We're continuing on over here, and you can see this 1955 car right here. This is what Harrison Ford drives in American Graffiti, and his name of the character is Bob Falfa. And a lot of times, a lot of people think, it was 1957, I apologize. And a lot of times people think that Bob Falfa was the genesis for Boba Fett. He's kind of like this renegade renegade guy that is kind of a bad guy, but people love to watch him on screen. Look at these cars. Yeah, you come right in here and grab some good food. I mean, they're all absolutely amazing. This car here, right here, the Corvette, I mean, this is what Suzanne Summers, she drives this car in the whole movie, and you always see her, like just see her side of her face, her profile. It's amazing. And then this is the car right over here. This one is what Laverne and Shirley, as Shirley's character, she drove this car, this Edsel car in it. I think her name's Cindy Williams who drove this car. All right, remember how I told you that Universal Studios Florida is a lot about shows? There is one show that you absolutely have to do. It is the Bourne Stuntacular. It is a stunt show. Now, a lot of times people are like, do I want to go to a stunt show? It is the best stunt show I've ever been to. It's better than the one they had in Disneyland Paris, the car show. It's better than Indiana Jones at Hollywood Studios. It is amazing. Hello, hi! Without a doubt, it is one of the most amazing stunt shows that you'll ever go to. It's called the Bourne Stuntacular. I will say this, for little ones, there are some loud explosions and guns and fighting, but it is absolutely amazing. They have like AI in it. They're using, I can't even describe to you how cool it is. This is a must do. A lot of times stunt shows are like, I guess I'll do it if I have to. There's nothing else to do. No, this should be almost top of your list here. It is one of the single best attractions you can do here at Universal Studios Orlando. It's one of my favorites. When you're watching the show, the stage, the props, they all move, and they're all done by GPS or remote control. I just can't explain how cool it is. They have a huge screen in the background. The screen is like high definition. It's so high definition that they have people stand in front of the screen. You can't tell who's a real person and who's showing on the screen. What? All right, so now we need to talk about tickets and ticket pricing and what you want to do if you get tickets. The best place to get your tickets is 1-855 Getaway. It's a travel agent. We use them, and if you call them and let them know that Provost Park Pass sent you, you're gonna get the lowest prices, guaranteed that you can come here. Also, if you use Getaway today and you let them know that you're coming down here and you book a hotel and your park tickets with them, they'll give you your free concierge service. What does that mean? You just tell them all the things that you want to do. Say, I want to go to these different restaurants. They will then make all the reservations for you. You have to do absolutely nothing. If you're thinking about coming down to a Florida vacation and you're unsure, you don't know if you want to do this or not, they also have free consultation. You can make an appointment and like on a Zoom call or a phone call, and you can talk to them and they'll go over all the benefits of everything you want to see. Disney, Universal Studios, all of it, SeaWorld, and they'll make a whole package for you, and they'll send it out to you so you can see quotes and everything. It is awesome, and it's complimentary. Anyways, going back to buying your tickets, you can get a one park ticket. That allows you to just go to one park, or you get a park hopper. The park hopper allows you to take the Hogwarts Express. It is a train, and I'm going to say this: if you're going to take a train, you're going to want to go back and forth because it tells a different story each way. For the Harry Potter fans, it is really fun. If you're going to, I would recommend a minimum of 2 days here at Universal Studios if you can. Now, there are some hotels that you can stay at here. If you stay at these hotels, you've got the Lowe's, it was at Royal Pacific, you've got the Hard Rock, and then the Lowe's Portofino. If you stay at those hotels, guess what they do? They give you an express pass, an unlimited express pass. It's your room to your key, and when you come into the park, you can skip to the line in front of the line of almost every attraction using that key. It's like a $250 value to do that. And I mean, once you have those keys and you start skipping lines, you're just like, how did I do this before? It is really fun. There's only 2 attractions, major attractions, that you can't skip the lines on. That's Hagrid's motorcycle and the Velocicoaster. Other than that, almost every attraction allows you to skip the lines with those passes. If you stay at one of those 3 hotels, it is awesome. And I talked about this in the other video I talked about here. It's called hotel hopping. A lot of people are like, I can't afford to stay there the whole week. Don't worry about it. What you do is you stay at the hotel one night. The day that you check in, they're gonna give you your pass, so you can use it that day. Then you're gonna spend the night, and then the next day you can still use your key. So you get 2 days worth for staying at one night. Then you hop over to a cheaper, more affordable hotel, and it's just really cool. Getaway Today does hotel hopping like that all the time. Just let them know and they'll help you out with that as well. So I gotta talk about this because this is very unique here to Universal Studios Florida. It's called the Media Center, open for previews. It's right over here. Now you might be thinking, well, what is this? This is something very unique, and you only want to do this if this is something that's up your alley. Let me tell you about it. If you want to come to the Media Center and it's open, they're gonna show you TV shows that have not yet been released to the movie yet. You're gonna be like a focus group. It can be anywhere from 45 minutes to 80 minutes. And get this, they will compensate you for your time. Like they'll pay you like $30, maybe up to $60 to come and watch these shows and then give you honest feedback about the TV shows. The only downside about doing that is it takes up a little bit of your time, anywhere from 30 minutes to maybe 80 minutes. But you're gonna be the first person to see these shows. You're gonna help them come up with ideas, what's creative, what's not, what you like, what you didn't like. So that's something that you're interested in doing. You come here to the Media Center. This is the only theme park that does that. What? Yeah, check it out. All right, we'll continue on. Now we're gonna get right here. If you look right ahead, this is the animal studio. They call it Animal Actors. They have a whole show where the animals perform. Very fun, children love it. It's a good place to go relax. If you go to the right, there's E.T., and there's also a whole area down there. There's Woody Woodpeckers, and there's also like a ball pit area that's huge. You get to shoot balls at each other, and kids love that area. As for an adult, you can go down there, you can put the kids in that little area, and then you can just sit down and relax. And it's cool, it's nice and cool down there. Be aware though, there's a lot of water down there for kids to get wet. So just be aware of that. All right, now turning left, we're gonna head over into the Simpsons land. I'm gonna show you something fun to do with little kids. You remember how I was talking about unique characters? This is the train from Back to the Future 3. And then I look back here, and the Doc was literally standing behind the tree, just kind of relaxing, and peeked out, and we wanted to come say hi. Doc, it's nice to see you.
Hi, nice to see you. I don't want to interrupt your spiel you got going.
No, you're doing so good.
Very informative, but
Hey, I just have to ask you, what is your favorite time period? 85, 55, 2015?
Well, I mean, a lot of people ask me that, and I have to say that my favorite time period is not an actual date, but it is an event.
An event?
I enjoy going back and seeing the beginnings of things, such as the beginnings of movements, such as art movements, philosophical movements, architectural movements, societal creations. It's always interesting to see where things began.
Oh my gosh.
To really understand the history of what started it.
Doc, you are the best scientist of our generation.
Oh, wow. Thank you very much. I feel honored for you saying that.
Yeah. Thank you so much. You have a good day.
I'll see you in the future.
I do have to ask you one question. Why did you have such a big amplifier in your house?
Well, Marty wanted to...
That's all for Marty?
Yeah, absolutely. So I whipped it up for him a couple hours.
Awesome. Thank you. Bye-bye.
In the future.
And that's a train that they used in Back to the Future 3. There's like a little plaque on it right there. But this is what Universal Studios Florida is all about. It's these character interactions and meet and greets. They're everywhere. All right, we're gonna be entering into the Simpsons area. This is a whole area dedicated to the Simpsons. And I'm gonna show you something fun to do for little kids. We're gonna go to Moe's Tavern, and the kids can order a Flaming Moe's. It's like a drink that they can order, and it's got like bubbles and dry ice in it. It's very fun for them to do. But this is like everything. This is like all Simpson heaven. You got Moe's Tavern right here. That's where you get the Flaming Moe's. We're gonna go in there. Let Miles order a Flaming Moe's. What you want is the Flaming Moe.
How old are you, Miles? 6. Hey guys, will everybody wish Miles a happy 6th birthday? 6. He's already coming to the bar. Good for you, dude. Pop it.
That is a Flaming Moe. It's a special drink. You have it. There's no alcohol in it. It's something fun for kids to get, and they can sit at a little bar stool. Whoa, crazy, huh? Are you gonna try it? Yep. Yep, you just have to drink it. Looks a little nervous.
Good luck.
Good luck.
You got this.
You got it. You can do it.
You can do it. You want mommy to do it first? Yeah. Okay.
All right.
That's kind of scary. Delicious. It's like an orange creamsicle. It's delicious.
How was it? It's good. All right. Sitting at a bar at the age of 6. Oh, there she's going having a Flaming Moe's.
I love it.
There you go. You see Moe with the Flaming Moe. Come on in here and birthplace of Flaming Moe. It's just kind of fun for kids to come in here and order a Flaming Moe. It's basically like an orange creamsicle, like an orange citrusy drink with dry ice, and it tastes like an orange creamsicle.
And this is so sweet. You get to keep the glass when you're done, so it's like a little souvenir.
Flaming Moe. All right, we need to talk about reservations here at Universal Studios. No reservations are required. You just come, have your ticket, walk on in. Very nice. You don't need to have the app and get a reservation or anything like that. As long as you have your ticket, you're coming into the park and having a really good time. I love that. All right, one other little tip right here is if you're coming over here for Harry Potter World, you can have all types of gear, represent your house, Slytherin, Hufflepuff, whatever it is. You don't have to buy your merchandise here at Universal Studios. If you're wearing your stuff, you come straight here. They don't care. You can walk on, represent your house. But they do have amazing merchandise for Harry Potter here at the parks. I mean, it is awesome. And I mean, it's fun to dress up and have a good time with it. Now here in this Krusty Land area, they do have a bunch of attraction for children. This is more for children. You have the King and Kodos, it's kind of a rocket spin. Up right here, we have the Simpsons attraction. This is for adults, but it is a motion simulator. So if those do tend to get you a little sick, then you might want to avoid that. But it is really fun. And they also have a whole bunch of like carnival games. This is fun for adults and for kids. You come in here, no finer way to waste 3 minutes. You come right in here and you can play these carnival games and have some fun with your family. Try to win a prize. You know how it is. There you go. Going right into Krusty's. The Simpsons attraction. Again, if you have that express pass, you're gonna walk right to the front of that attraction. It's really nice. It's really cool. Next up here, they have is the Men in Black area. I'll show you that. I'm going to show you the Men in Black area, and then I'm going to take you to some of the finest food, the secret food that you get here at Universal Studios Florida that most people don't know. That is a representative of the Queens area. And you come right here. This is a shooting ride where you get in a little car, you move along. Think of Buzz Lightyear Astro Blasters, and you shoot at different aliens and try to get a high score of just shooting. There it is, the Men in Black Alien Attack. You come right here, walk right in there, and go right on in. And again, if you go in there, you have the express pass, it's so much quicker. All right, I need to talk about the Florida weather if you're coming out here. It is hot and humid during the summertime. When I say humid, I mean it is humid. So it's like 95 degrees right now, but it feels like it's 105 degrees because of the humidity. Because of that, a lot of times people get dehydrated. You have to constantly be drinking water. Everybody in your family needs to be drinking water. They do provide hydration stations if you have a water flask, if you have a water bottle, or you can buy water and you can constantly, but you gotta keep drinking water all the time. Don't wait until all of a sudden you don't feel very good. By then it's too late. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Make sure you're drinking a lot of water. Now I'm gonna show you a little secret shop here that most people don't know and has some of the best foods here at Universal Studios Florida. All right, so this right here, see that little white building right there? That is where you go in for Diagon Alley. Everybody knows that, but this little green shop right here, very unassuming. This is what you need to know. It is one of the most amazing things. It has, I'm trying to show them, tell them about the secret. This is the best place for food here, guys. It is. All right, this jacket potato, the shepherd's pie potato, the loaded potato. You come here, you get a hot potato. It's like a full potato, and it is some of the best. There's never a line here, and it's some of the very best food. It is so good. I kid you not, this is like one of the best little secrets. Not a lot of people know about this. You come here, you get a load of potato, you sit outside and eat it. It is amazing. Now they make it to order, so there's not, you have to order it and you have to wait a few moments as they prepare your potato, but it is awesome. They have vegetarian options, they have loaded with bacon for those who like meat, and this is one of Amanda's favorite places. It is awesome. Now right across from the load of potatoes, something kind of fun. Look, if you look in this window right here, what do you see? See that opens up and closes? That is Creature, the goblin from Harry Potter. You see he's opening up there, he leaned out right there. And he closes the window. Way to go, Creature. And now we take you into Diagon Alley. Let's go through to Diagon Alley. And so here's a real big tip. Diagon Alley, it is outside and everything, but guess what they do, guys? It is cooler in this area. They kind of have air conditioning because it's like a thin alleyway, Diagon Alley, obviously, and they keep it a little bit cooler in here temperature-wise because of the buildings. So you can feel like if you're just dying of heat and you want to come to Diagon Alley, even though you're out in the sun, it's going to feel colder than being outside and right behind that wall. It's amazing that Universal Studio does that. All right, so we want to talk about interactive wands here at Harry Potter. They have a whole area here. They have plaques on the ground. I'll show you those plaques. If you look right down there, you can see these plaques periodically. If you stand on those plaques with an interactive wand, you can make cool things happen in the windows or this is the plaques of the shop. It's very fun. Now, periodically though, you can go into stores and say, hey, you get a free wand. Like with a certain amount of purchase, you're gonna get a free wand. And a lot of times people will buy all that merchandise and they get the free wand. It's not an interactive wand. It won't work on those plaques. So a lot of times people are disappointed. They're like, I got this free wand, but it's not working. It's a non-interactive wand. It's just a wand. If you want, you have to get what's called an interactive wand in order to use those plaques. Just be aware, because a lot of times people make that mistake. You can get the free wand, and then they're disappointed because it's non-interactive. All right, so this here is Gringotts, Escape from Gringotts. It's a really fun attraction. And the queue line itself, you're gonna walk through the bank, it's amazing. But it could be a little bit scary for little ones. If that's the case, they do have a baby swap in there, and they will also let you just walk through the queue line if you don't want to ride the ride. Like if you don't like motion sickness or roller coaster type thing, you can just walk right through that line, have no problem at all, and just see the amazing bank and it's pretty cool. So if that's something that interests you, you can do that as well. And right above the bank, you're gonna see a dragon. This dragon actually blows fire every 15 minutes. It has a big roar, and then the fire comes out of it. So if something you want to see, you can even feel the heat. And this is the dragon that you help escape in the ride Escape from Gringotts. You can hear it growling right before the fire. Oh! You can feel the heat. It's amazing! Every 15 minutes. I just want to say, if I ever had a lizard, I think I would name him Harry Potter and always be like, you're a lizard, Harry Potter. I do have to show that I am all Harry Potter out. Look at my tie, and I gotta show you my shoes and my socks. Slytherin! Slytherin! Woo-hoo. Something fun to point out. You see here we are, Weasley's Wizard Weasley's. Look, he lifts up the hat. There's no rabbit above his hat, and then the hat is gonna go down, and when it comes back up, there's going to be a rabbit in his hat. Little ones, it's fun to point that out to little ones, let them see what's going on here. And it is just like this little joke shop. You can actually see the rabbit come up. Ready? And now there's the rabbit. And his ears move. All right, so here's a good tip if you want to get cooled down. Right across from Weasley's Wizard Weasley, there's a dark alley. And this is called Knockturn Alley. Most people just walk right past it because it is very dark. But inside it, it is air conditioned, and it's where in the books, all the undesirables would hang out. Let me show it to you. So it's called Knockturn Alley. You can walk through and see it. It is very dark. It's very dark in here, but it is very, very cold. It's one of the coldest areas in the whole park. So if you're dying of heat and you need to cool down, come to Knockturn Alley. Now I have my aperture way open so you can kind of see things a little bit better, but it takes your eyes a little bit to get adjusted and to walk along here. There's a shop in here too. You can go in and go shopping and see all the different things. My eyes are not adjusted yet, so I gotta be careful. We're walking. This is Borg's shop. You can actually go in there. It's where they sell like the dark magic. Borgs and Burks. Again, it's really dark in here, but this is the coldest place in all of Universal Studios. The air conditioning is just cranked in here because they want it to be dark and creepy. And so it's a good place to come to cool down. Now, remember I told you Knockturn Alley is really dark, but they do have interactive wand things here. They're lit up with light, so if there is an interactive plaque for you to stand on to use their interactive wand, it's going to be lit up on the ground so you know right where to stand. And they're sprinkled throughout here in Knockturn Alley. That is creepy. Look at the spiders crawling on the window. Ugh. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like it. Oh, I don't like that one. That's horrible. That's absolutely the worst thing I've ever seen. All right, so let's talk about those interactive wands for just a brief second. Here's the thing. You could save some money if you only need one wand for your whole family. Anybody in your family can use that one wand if they don't mind sharing. The only problem is sometimes little kids, right, each one of them has to have their wand. But if that's not the case, then you can go ahead and just have the one wand for everybody in your family. That helps save a little bit of money. I do want to say one cool thing about the wands, the interactive experiences here, is it encourages families to put their phones away because you don't need an app, you just have to use a wand and it's completely interactive. So that is really fun. I mean, I highly encourage it. And another thing about wands is this. Once you buy a wand, every time you come back to Universal Studios, you can reuse that interactive wand. You don't have to buy a new one every single time. But just every time you come here, just bring your wand with you and you're good to go. My friend Rob has 4 wands and then he brings all 4 of them every time. And we're just always like, Avada Kedavra! Super fun. All right, we continue on right here. This is called King's Cross. It's an actual tube station. I know they call it tube in London, but it's actually a subway station. And that's what takes you the Hogsmeade Express into the other park if you have a park hopper pass. We're gonna walk right down here and show you some places that you can grab some good food and some sweet treats. But I still haven't showed you the sweetest treat yet. That is in Harry Potter. Well, I'll get to it though. We'll get to it, guys. All right, so right over here, they have a whole bunch of food. This is the San Francisco pastry shop. They got sandwiches and pastries. And the thing about this, cool about this pastry shop, the sandwich shop, is you can have your sandwiches hot or cold. I love that because I like my sandwiches warmed up. And most places just serve them cold. So I love that they do that. Get a nice little turkey sandwich and they warm it up. The cheese is melted. It's delicious. We're gonna keep walking down here. This also, we have a bunch of different shows right over here. We have and in the evening, they'll have like a dance parties here in the evening for you to kind of relax and enjoy. And then down here, they have candy shops. They've got hamburgers, and I'm gonna show you all the different food. Oh, I think I just missed it. You guys see the guys right there on the scaffolding? They're like the window washers, construction crew. They play drums and do cool songs. All right, so this is Richter's Burger Co. And we're gonna turn this way here. This is all designed to look like different city blocks. It's kind of reminiscent of Hollywood Studios. That's right, Universal Hollywood, where you're at a back lot on a movie studio. Here they have all these different facades, like here in Chicago, New York, and different areas here. Guy here in time to see him. Check it out.
Yeah, that's a good shot. You do the same thing. Hey, you're gonna hurt your back. Ow. Hey, show them that thing. You're right. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to present to you perhaps the best instrument in the entire world. The Rockenspiel.
Everywhere here in Universal Studios, Florida, there's entertainers performing for you. Kids could trip over them every couple of feet. It's fun, it's interactive. They play around, they have a lot of fun, and interact with the audience. Woo!
You ready? Every time.
Oh man.
Ding dong, rip my girl. Come on. Let's do that. Dude, run it out. Let's go. Hey, stanky leg.
Oh.
Stanky. Yeah, go long. All right. Got it.
These guys are awesome. And before the show, they're banging up on there on the drums up there, and then they come down here and perform. One of the things they do, they'll also call little kids to come up and help them, like bang on the drums and interact with them. It's just good, clean fun here at Universal Studios Florida. All right, so let me show you some other areas now. So you can hear, like in the background, there's another show going on. You hear the people singing. Come down here and, oh, I see there, right there, they're performing. I mean, literally, there's entertainers everywhere. One of my favorites is they have the Blues Brothers. That's right, the Blues Brothers. They pull up their cop car, they sing songs, and that's my very favorite. So here we are walking down here. This is, I think, the New York section. And we're gonna go down here and see these performers.
All right now our singers are currently preparing to sing the best songs they know from the category ABBA's Greatest Hits. Each one top of the next one to create the ultimate masterpiece. You, yes you, our audience will determine our winners at the end. So, singers, if you're ready, let me hear you say
guys.
sing it!
They're having a
Audience,
contest.
if you're all ready, let me hear you say sing it!
Sing it!
Then let's sing it!
1, 2, 3, 4.
Super duper lights are gonna find me shining like the sun. Smiling, having fun. Feeling like I'm done.
Oh, I never thought that we could lose. There's no regret. If I had to do the same again, I would, my friend Fernando.
When you're gone, how can I even try to go on? I do when you're gone.
I wanted to know some more, and now I know what they mean. You're a love machine. Oh, you make me dizzy.
How can I resist you? Mamma mia, does it show again? My mind, just how much I miss you. Yes, I've been broken hearted since the day we parted. Why
Seriously, shows everywhere.
Really suck your face off.
Super fun. All right, now, this is a big question we have here. Revenge of the Mummy is going to be opening up. It was rumored to be opening up August 1st. We're filming this video on August 3rd. In the next week or so, it's going to open up here, and it's supposed to be amazing. Very excited about that wonderful attraction. All right, guys, I'm not kidding. It just gets hot here and it's sweaty and all that. You have to hydrate a lot. I mean, like a lot.
Wow.
Now, if you keep your bottles, they have different hydration stations that you can go to refill up these bottles. Awesome. Let's talk about early entry. So if you're coming here to Universal Studios Florida or Universal Studios Orlando, there is no early entry to this park. The only parks that has early entry is Volcano Bay and also Islands Adventure. This particular theme park does not have early entry. Be aware of that. If you are staying at any Universal Studios hotel, any one of them, they will allow you early entry into the park. So if you are going to Islands Adventure, you get in an hour early. If you're going to Volcano Bay, you get in early as well. So a lot of times people will go, if they have a park hopper, they'll go hit Islands Adventure really early in the morning, and then they'll come over here to Universal Studios Orlando. Now, I was kind of talked about this before, but I'm trying to break down the math for you guys to make this clear. If you stay at the Hard Rock, at the Lowe's Portofino, or the Lowe's Royal Pacific, they're gonna give you an unlimited express pass. Now, there are two different types of express passes. There's a limited express pass, and that means you can ride one attraction. So for example, let's say I wanna go to the Simpsons. I can just go to the front of the line one time, but you only do each attraction one time. Or you have what's called the unlimited express pass. That means you can ride the rides over as many times as you want. So you can do the Simpsons over and over and over and over as many times as I want to do that. The unlimited one is included with your hotel. Today, the price of it, and the price varies, today it's $266 per person. That's right. Let's just say 250 because it's easier math for me to do. If that's the case, it would have cost me, Amanda, and Miles $750 to have that pass. That's so expensive. I mean, like, who can afford that? And we have it for 2 days. That's $1,500. Since we're staying at the hotel property, it's included. Our hotel is just a little bit about $400, which is still expensive. But the fact that we get this unlimited express pass, unlimited, is amazing. We're staying at this hotel one night and we can use the pass on 2 different days. We're gonna be hotel hopping, and Getaway Today set that up for us. It's an amazing deal. A lot of people, the number one complaint people have is they get here, then they end up, they stay at a cheaper hotel, then they end up paying for the express pass, and it costs them more money than they would expect at the nicer hotel. Just be aware of that. All right, so let's talk about food and drink here at Universal Studios. You can bring food and drinks into the park. You cannot bring alcohol or glass bottles, but as long as it fits in your backpack, you can bring it in. And that's really nice. So bring a lot of water, bring a lot of drinks, bring some sandwiches or whatever you want, that we have the food here for you. Now we need to talk about backpacks, because backpacks is a deal here at Universal Studios Orlando. All right, so a lot of attractions that go on, they're gonna require you to take your backpack off and put it in a locker. And most of the lockers are free, but they're small lockers. If you have like a big backpack, you'll probably have to pay to have a larger backpack. So you want to maybe do a couple smaller backpacks, just like a normal backpack, but if it's just jammed all the way with a whole bunch of stuff, it might not fit in the lockers. Just be aware of that. There's a bunch of attractions that you have to go through metal detectors, like the Velocicoaster and the Rip Rockin' Roller Coaster. They require you to go through a metal detector. You can't even take your phone on it because it's such an intense ride. So that you have to be aware of backpacks. If you're gonna go on these attractions, you have somebody in your party who's not gonna go on attractions, just have them hold all the bags. Makes it really easy. Or you get that free locker and you're good to go. You guys remember I told you it's always about shows? Look at this. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. Woo. Well done. And then right over here. Oh, he's going to go together. He's following her. Okay, so they got these guys here. And then over here, we got Marilyn Monroe. What? We gotta see Marilyn Monroe, guys. There's shows everywhere. You're gonna trip on a show every couple seconds. It's a show.
Oh, Marilyn, darling, you can never lose your charm. It's time for your close-up. Wow, what's your skincare routine? All right, everybody, here comes your part, yeah? Get ready.
Marilyn Monroe, man.
2, 1, and seconds! Hey, Marilyn, what's your spirit animal?
All right, guys, here I am. This is a refreshing station. This is Christine. Now look at these little cups right here. You can buy these cups and it's unlimited refills for the day. And like you can buy it here, you can go to you go to the Islands Adventure and you can refill it there. My advice is buy it first thing in the morning, right? First thing in the morning.
Yes,
get it first thing in the morning. And then you have it all day long. It's a good value. And the more that you buy, the cheaper it gets. So if you want to buy one for everyone in your family, you can do that too. Awesome. Thank you guys. It's about $18 to use buy your own individual refillable cup. Buy it first in the morning, fill it up, and then throw the whole day. You can refill that up at any of those stations here at this park. You can fill it up over at Islands Adventure. So if you are a soda pop drinker and that's important to you, man, that's a screaming deal. It's for one day only though. So if you're here for more than 2 days, you're gonna have to do more than have to buy it for the second day as well. Okay, so let's say that you have just a no park hopper ticket, but you get here and you want to upgrade your ticket. Can you? Yes, you can. You can go right here. I'm in the King's Cross station. This is there. You go right up to this booth right here, and that gentleman right there, he would help upgrade your ticket. But I have to tell you this, you want to, it will cost you more money. Upgrade your ticket. If you want it, if you're thinking about it, get the park hopper before you get here. It makes it easier. You don't have to waste your time here. But if you don't have a park hopper and you realize, I need to do this, this is where they would come to upgrade their ticket, right? Yes. Right, Christopher? Yep, absolutely. But you want to get, this is just a last resort. Get your park hopper ticket before you come here so you don't have to waste your time and it'll save you a little bit of money. Seriously, guys. Christopher says, don't buy the upgrade ticket, come here, because if you don't get to spend time with them.
Exactly. You want to come enjoy some quality time with me so I can tell you how the rest of the park is going so I can make your day a better experience.
Oh, so there you got that bonus going for you right here.
There you go.
If you are in a hurry to get to the next park and you have a park hopper ticket, you can walk out and just walk down City Walk and then go to the other park. It takes about 10 minutes to walk, or you can ride the train. The train's usually around 25 minutes or 30-minute wait, but it's super fun because it has an interactive story and it tells a different story each way you go. So you're gonna want to ride the train both ways because it tells a different story each way. Yeah, it's fun. Really fun, actually. All right, guys, I'm waiting for a Ravenclaw and a little Hufflepuff to get off the Hogwarts Express. Let's see if we can spot them. And there they are, my little Hufflepuff and my Ravenclaw, and I got, oh, you look so good.
Thank you.
With the Ravenclaw and our little Hufflepuff. Of course, you have a little, yeah. And we need to hydrate, little guy.
Oh, yeah.
Water, water, water. All right, guys, I am now gonna show you the best treat you can get here at Universal Studios Orlando. You kinda have to do this yourself. This was a secret that a cast member told me. I was a little skeptical, but once I tried it, without a doubt, it is my favorite thing to get here. It is so good. First thing you have to do, you have to go in here to Sugar Plum's Sweet Shop and get ingredient number 1. It's right next to Weasley's Wizarding Weasley. You walk right in here and get your first ingredient. Sugar Plums has all this amazing candy. All right, the first ingredient to this treat, you gotta get the ginger new cookie. Now, hang in there. Some people always say, well, I don't like ginger. It doesn't matter. Amanda doesn't like ginger, but she still likes this treat. Okay, that's the first ingredient you have to get. So you order that. All right, now that we have our ginger new cookie, we're gonna go right over here to the, what is it called? The hopping pot, I guess is what it's called. And you're gonna order a hot butterbeer. I know what you're thinking, like in this heat, it doesn't matter. Trust me on this, trust me guys. All right, I know what you're thinking. This is crazy. This was a secret that's told to us, so I'm gonna show you how to do it. You take the newt. Here's your hot butterbeer. I know it's kind of a hot day, but it doesn't matter. Get that, right? You take the newt, you have to dig it pretty deep because the first part is just frosting. This here, this icing will hold the cookie together, but when you put it in your mouth, it'll melt. Ready? It is the best treat that you can get here, bar none. Nothing is better than this. My wife Amanda doesn't even like gingerbread cookies, and she'll eat this. Oh, now she wants a bite.
It's too good. I don't even like gingerbread cookies, and it's too good.
How good is it?
It's too good because it melts in your mouth. It's like ooey gooey.
Yeah.
It's a perfect Christmas treat, but you know, it's August.
It is without a doubt.
I'll have Christmas in August.
The best treat that you can get here. Dip it in, and then take a bite of that. Put it down in the comments below if you try this, and once you do, your life will forever be changed. All right, so we gotta talk about butterbeer. Butterbeer, they got frozen, cold, which is like a soda, hot. They have butterbeer ice cream and butterbeer fudge. All is good. My favorite is probably the frozen. Amanda's is the hot, and Miles is the cold. Little Hufflepuff. You guys, she's double fisting.
So good.
She's got. Now she says that this is good because
This is my favorite.
Because she says now it got a little bit of ginger. It tastes really good. And then of course you've got the
This is
cold.
my second favorite. They're both
I
delicious.
think the frozen's my favorite.
No, I don't like the frozen. It's not fizzy. It doesn't have a kick to it. But, well, I like the frozen, but it's definitely my number 3rd choice. So, with the fudge, the butterbeer fudge, it is the most delicious fudge I've ever had in my life. And I'm doing a whole reel about it on our Instagram. So if you guys haven't followed us on Instagram, be sure to check that out because that fudge is delightful.
Instagram is just Provost Park Pass, no spaces. There you go. Hey, I just want to say that you are amazing. You really are. You are awesome. And I know that sometimes you have a difficulty going on in our lives and something happens that is unexpected. When that happens, just remember to dust yourself off, pick yourself up, and keep going because you are worth it. Never, ever give up. Never don't think you're not worth it because you are. You are amazing. All right, now here's the thing. Wait a minute. Have you hit that like button? Okay, let's continue on. Here's the thing, if you haven't, hit that subscribe button, so I'll tell you why. The next couple of videos we have coming up here, we're gonna have the top 5 absurd facts about Epcot. We're gonna show you how to go to get in early at Disneyland coming up. We have all kinds of cool videos coming out, so make sure you're subscribed and have that bell notification notified. You'll get notified when a new video comes out. If you don't wanna watch it, you just skip over it, but that way you're at least notified. All kinds of crazy facts coming out here on Provost Park Pass. And I just want you to know that you are awesome and amazing. Thank you so much for watching.